Hello guys, my name is Sam and welcome back to the dark side of YouTube, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the recently returned Nightlife event. We have not had this event for quite some time, so it's very exciting for a lot of people in the game, and it's been updated too, which is always a good thing. But the first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to get to the Nightlife event, because not everybody will know where it is and what to do when you get there, like, how do you participate in the event. So here you can see I'm in my hangar, just landed on SWTOR, and I'm going to go through this like step by step because I don't want anybody to have to comment like, oh, but where did you go from here? I mean, it's pretty simple, to be fair. So once you've landed and you're in your hangar, just go and exit your hangar, and then you're going to come out into the Mezenti spaceport, or is it Mezenti spaceport? You'll be in the lobby, just exit the lobby. You want to come right out onto the platform outside. If you're just here for looking at the rewards and stuff, then just go ahead and fast forward, because we'll get to that a little bit later on in the video. So obviously we're out here on the spaceports, blah 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 blah. Go over to the taxi terminal, and then on the taxi terminal we are heading over to the Star Cluster Casino taxi, or taxi landing pad, whatever you want to call that. Okay, so I'll just quickly cut from here to the casino. Here we are landing at the Star Cluster Casino, fireworks going off and all that other cool stuff. Now, obviously the event only just recently launched back again, so there is a fair few people here, and for some reason it seems to be a little bit stuttery in this area, and I have a beast of a machine, so you'll possibly encounter this too. I'm not entirely sure why it is. I don't know if it's like because there's a lot of things being interacted with, all these slot machines and whatnot. Now, I understand that to the new player, to the person who hasn't been to this event before, is going to come here and be like, what the hell is going on? How do you participate in this event? So it's pretty simple. So once you've landed, just want to head on over in this direction here, completely skip the ramp because we're not actually going into the casino, we're just outside, going to be doing a lot of gambling. And what you want to do is come over to this dude here. It's called the Hospitality Droid Casino Cashier. You want to right click on him, and obviously this event is a gambling thing, right? It's slot machines, so you need to pay with credits to buy casino chips. Now we have two different types. We have the Smuggler's Casino chip, which we will be using on the regular slot machines, which is in a big row over there. You can see where my mouse is. And the blue ones, which is the Kingpin's Casino chip, are the ones that you will use on the purple slot machines. Okay, now all of this will make sense very soon, don't you worry. So I already have some smugglers, and I have one kingpin, so that's fine. I've got a lot of footage anyways that I can use for this. So go ahead and purchase yourself some of these. Now, what you want to do once you've purchased some, now depending obviously on how much you want to spend, you can go straight for the Kingpin slot machines if you want to. So using the Kingpin Casino chips, you can spend those on the purple slot machines, or the Smuggler's Casino chip, you can spend those on these normal slot machines over here, the ones that aren't purple, okay? So don't get confused, there's only two types of slot machines. There's the regular ones, which look like this, and then there's the purple ones, where you get all your good rare drops from over there. Now, the principle is pretty simple, but there is a very good way to do this, okay? Now, basically, the idea is you will come to a slot machine, and you will basically just right-click on it, and once you've right-clicked on it, it's going to spin, and if the arrow lands on the, I don't know what to call this, maybe just a bar, I don't know, a semicircle, a spinning semicircle. If it lands on that, it's going to start flashing green, and it's going to give you a reward. Now, for the regular slot machines, your rewards are going to vary between getting back your Smuggler's Casino chip, or you can get a Kingpin Casino chip instead as a reward. Now, I believe it is also possible to get golden certificates from these slot machines, but please do not hold me to that. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to say that the only way that you can get golden certificates is from these Kingpin slot machines, okay, the purple ones, okay, along with the other good rewards. They're all going to be dropping from the purples, and basically the regular ones is how you lead up to the purple. Now, there's one of two ways you can go about getting your rewards, but first off, let me tell you what those rewards are. Now, for the purple slot machines, the rewards are going to be a golden certificate, which is one of these right here, which you can spend at the vendor over there, and I'll show you those pretty soon, so don't worry. And the next reward is going to be this mount. It's called the Vectron BWL Wraith. In fact, I can show you that because I've already picked one up. And it does have a flourish as well, so like the front vents pop out and some flames come out. Looks pretty cool. It's not a bad mount, I suppose. The colour's nice. I mean, we don't see too much black and orange on mounts, so yes, it's unique in its own right, and the flourish is always good. And the next reward is going to be the Gamorrean Bodyguard contract, which is the latest companion, and this one can apparently craft, which is pretty amazing. None of the other companions that we've been given by this kind of method with a contract haven't been able to do so, unless it's Trick. Trick is the only one I can think of, so if this one can craft, then that's going to be a very, very good reward, because it's going to be an all-rounder companion, and I will go and claim that later on so I can show you guys it. And of course, you can earn back your Kingpin Casino chip from the Kingpin slot machines, I'm going to call them. As you can see here, when you hover over, it's called Kingpin's Bounty, and when you hover over one of these ones over there, it's called Smuggler's Luck. Now, as I was saying earlier, there is basically one of two ways you can go about getting your rewards. The first way is a very expensive way, so what you want to do is just go ahead and buy as many Kingpin Casino chips as you want. For me, I spent like 1.8 million, and I managed to get all the rewards, so that's pretty cool. You know, excluding the ones that you buy with golden certificates, and then you can just go ahead and just start playing on the slot machines until you get all the rewards that you want. Now, the second method is going to be a cheaper and somewhat more efficient method. Now, when you use the regular slot machines, you actually gain a temporary buff every now and then called Smuggler's Luck, which increases your chances of a rare drop. So the idea is, you'll use one of the regular slot machines until you get this buff, and then you will come over to the Kingpin slot machines and start using one of these until you get a reward, because the buff will expire either after the time limit has gone, or once you receive a reward that is not a Kingpin's Casino chip. So if you have the buff and you're on the Kingpin slot machine and you get a golden certificate, a mount, or a companion, the buff will expire. And that is pretty much it. That is how you play the slot machines. You know, like I was saying earlier on in the video, it's fairly simple, but I understand why some new players might be confused. Now, there is a couple of other things around here that you can interact with. So like, there's a microphone here, and if you right click on there, it's going to do some, what's that called, crooning, or whatever that is. It's pretty funny. And then we've got a dance pad over here, which you can click on, and this is actually a decoration as well, which you can buy. And then we've got the Rancor, which was the prize the last time the event was on. This used to be the prize, the Kingpin's Rancor. And of course, we have the reward vendor, the prize vendors. So this one here is the one that we had the last time the event was up, and it has the Kingpin's armor set here. It's got the Kingpin weapons, the holo slot machine, some pretty cool rewards, some companion customizations, and a mount at the bottom called Vectron Opus. This was also a dropper last time it was here. So definitely come here and have a look through the rewards. Those are the old ones, and for the new ones we have a bunch of decorations, including the Gambler's Bar and the Gambler's Mic Stand and the Gambler's Party Floor, which is what I just showed you. You can put that down in your stronghold and you can interact with it and do some dancing. And what is also very interesting is that you can now buy the Kingpin's Rancor for 30 golden certificates. That's pretty cool. So if you're just going for the golden certificates and you manage to save up 30 of them, which shouldn't take you too long if you're using the method I told you, using the Smuggler's Luck buff, then you might be able to get this within like your first hour or so of playing. So yes, that's pretty cool. But then again, it's also always down to RNG. So yes. And before I decide to run off, let me just go back down here, and we've got two new mounts. So we've got this one, which is called the Pearlescent Cruiser. It's a very Zakuli looking mount. I don't know why it is a Zakulun themed mount. I don't know. To me, it looks like it's themed that way. And then there's the Vectron Magnus, which I think was here last time, or it's just a reskin of what was here last time. And then there is a Nightlife Socialite armor set, which is basically just casual wear. So if you're into casual wear and your tunes, then go for it. So that is all of the rewards. Like I said, make sure you come here and check them out yourself. And as for the Gamorrean Companion, let's go ahead and claim it, because we need to claim it. Gamorrean Guard has joined you as a companion. I thought I was going to have to go to the fleet and talk to the dude. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It doesn't even have a name either. It's just Gamorrean Bodyguard. Interesting. Clicking on him, but it doesn't seem to be saying anything. Oh, there he is. You think one day I'll wake up and regret the life I've led? Nah. My new GPU is getting me 120 FPS. That's brilliant, Dominic. I'm very happy for you. Okay, so what we want to do is go in here, and there we go. There he is. He can craft. That's amazing. He can do missions and stuff. We can get his influence up. Wow, okay. Brilliant. Definitely brilliant. Definitely worth it. Okay then. Okay then, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you drop a like on this video just because I asked you to. I don't know, I mean, that's like the YouTubers thing, right? Drop a like, and make sure you subscribe, of course. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.